We are 15 days away until Election Day. Vice President Harris and former President Trump and their surrogates are campaigning all across hotly contested Pennsylvania. Let's go back to Eva, who's in Philadelphia with a very special guest. Eva, good to see you.
Good to see you again, DeMarco. We are joined with Pennsylvania's top election official, Secretary of the Commonwealth, Schmidt. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
This is going to be another tight race. That's what everyone is saying at this point. When you look back to 4 years ago, you were election commissioner here in the city of Philadelphia. You were speaking out about misinformation, making sure people knew that the vote was being counted accurately. What systems have been put in place in those 4 years to ensure that this is a safe and secure election?
Well, starting in 2020, every voter in Pennsylvania cast their vote by a paper ballot, a voter-verified paper ballot, where the voter checks their selections to make sure that it's reflecting their selections or their candidate they prefer. That is used in 2 audits after every election. Obviously, the Department of State and our county partners undergo constant cybersecurity testing and everything else like that to make sure that our system in Pennsylvania is as safe and secure as it could possibly be.
How long is the vote going to take to be counted?
That's the big question. Well, it's always taken when an election is close, that's really what it comes down to before people know who's won and who's lost and all that. Pennsylvania, the law hasn't changed since 2020. We still have can't begin counting until 7 a.m. on election morning, unlike many other states, red states and blue states alike. A couple things have changed, though. Counties have acquired additional equipment to process mail ballots. They have a lot more experience than they had in 2020, which is the first time we had mail ballot voting in Pennsylvania. And fewer voters are voting by mail, although still widely embraced, than during that peak COVID environment in 2020.
Are you willing to give an estimate or not yet?
No, it always comes down to how close the race is, and that's up to the voters.
The former president said that he will accept the results if they are fair. What's your response to that?
Well, our voters and our candidates should have confidence that there will be a free, fair, safe, and secure election in Pennsylvania. We work very closely with our county partners who really run elections in Pennsylvania. It's really devolved to the county level, but the Shapiro administration has really gone to great lengths to make sure that everyone is prepared for a smooth election, whether you're voting by mail or voting in person on Election Day.
You were appointed by Governor Shapiro, who's a Democrat. You are a Republican.
Correct.
You had a pretty tough time after the last big presidential election. Why agree to do this?
Well, if you truly believe in our representative democracy and in the importance of it, then for me there was no hesitation when asked if I could serve in a role to make sure our elections are free, fair, safe, and secure. So. Despite all the ugliness that I encountered and others did, Democrats and Republicans alike in big cities and rural counties, there's really no hesitation at all. I'm sure everyone wants to do what they can to make sure that our representative democracy functions the way that it should.
And you believe that the vote will be safe and secure?
Oh, absolutely, without any hesitation whatsoever.
Secretary Schmidt, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.